Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, where the sun dipped into the horizon like a big hug for the world, there was a little village called Luminaria. It was nestled between two great rivers that flowed with crystal clear water and shimmering stars that twinkled like diamonds scattered on the sky. In this peaceful village, everything grew softly. The trees whispered to each other in gentle rustles, their leaves quivering as if they were dancing along with a secret song. The air was filled with scents of honey and lavender, making your heart feel sweet and calm. At the center of the village stood an enormous treehouse, its branches stretching towards the moon like arms embracing the night sky. This was no ordinary treehouse, for within its walls lived three best friends: Luna, a wise old owl named Zephyr, and Benny, a kind-hearted rabbit who loved nothing more than listening to stories under the light of the full moon. Zephyr was a majestic creature with feathers as white as clouds and eyes that shone like the brightest starry night sky. She spent her days flitting from branch to branch, gathering rare seeds and berries for the villagers to enjoy during the summer months. Her long, slender wings beat silently, casting a gentle shadow over the forest floor. Benny, on the other hand, was a bunny of simple pleasures. He spent his days hopping through the meadows, searching for wildflowers that bloomed in every color of the rainbow. His fur was fluffy and soft, and he had a mischievous twinkle in his bright brown eyes that made everyone smile. Together, Zephyr and Benny would sit beneath their favorite treehouse, watching the world wake up. They'd share tales of adventures they'd had the day before, laughing and giggling until the moonlight illuminated their faces. The villagers often joined them, bringing snacks and stories of their own, sharing laughter and secrets with these two dear friends. As the seasons changed, the people of Luminaria adapted. In the spring, they built beautiful flower garlands, woven with petals of pink roses and yellow daisies, and hung them in their homes, filling the rooms with a sweet fragrance that mingled with the songs of birds and the scent of fresh greenery. Summer brought juicy fruits and ripe berries, which Benny delightedly harvested, offering them to anyone who wanted one. Autumn introduced crisp, earthy leaves, painted in hues of orange and red, creating a palette of natural colors that reflected the changing emotions of those around him. Winters were warm and cozy, when blankets of golden silk wrapped the villagers snugly, filling the house with a comforting glow of warmth and light. It was then that Zephyr would take flight, soaring higher and higher until she reached the highest treetops, where the snowflakes danced and played like tiny ballerinas, gently caressing the branches below. One evening, as the moon began to rise once more, a sense of restlessness spread throughout the village. A small child, Emily, lay snuggled deep in her bed, surrounded by pillows and stuffed animals. Though tired from the day's playtime, she couldn't shake off the feeling that something mysterious was calling out to her. Her grandmother, the wisest elder in the village, sat beside her bedside, whispering softly, "Sleep tight, little one. Tomorrow will bring new wonders." As the stars above whirled like pinwheels, Zephyr flew outside, landing softly near the window. She peeked inside, her glowing eyes sparkling with curiosity, and spotted Emily staring blankly at the wall. With a gentle nudge from Zephyr, Emily opened one eye, gazing into the darkness. There, in the corner, Lily, a shy young girl, appeared, carrying a sketchbook. Lost in thought, Lily's eyes sparkled with creative energy, but sadness etched across her face. Zephyr fluttered closer, urging her friend to speak. "What's troubling you, my dear?" asked Zephyr, using her most soothing tone. Lily hesitated, unsure how to express herself amidst the quiet hours. But as her gaze met Zephyr's shining form, tears began to fall down her cheeks. With gentle nudges and soft whispers, Zephyr led Lily back to her bed, coaxing her memories of happy times with friends, like Emily and Benny, to surface. Benny hopped by, sensing the sorrowful atmosphere. He landed beside Lily and listened intently. His big ears perked up, as if to listen to a delicate melody. Together, the trio embarked on a journey through Luminaria's winding streets, following paths both familiar and unexplored. Along the way, they encountered creatures who shared stories, and together they laughed and cried until the shadows receded. When the darkness passed, they came to Emily's room. Emma, a brave little adventurer, entered, her eyes wide open, yet half-lidded, as if searching the stars themselves for guidance. Zephyr settled onto her shoulder, wrapping a gentle wing around her shoulders, while Benny handed her a beautifully crafted wooden book of dreams and aspirations. Their pages whispered secrets about connection, kindness, and understanding. "Emily," said Zephyr, "when we connect our hearts and talk to our souls, our worries fade like mist in the morning dew." Inside the book, letters poured forth about longing for friendship, creativity, and unity. As Zephyr read them aloud, words spilled from the page like sparks in the moonlit night sky. Lily watched, smiling, recognizing parts of her own tale being told. For her part, too, was shared. Her illustrations spoke directly to Emily's heart, telling tales of courage and empathy. Together, they wrote, and wrote some more. When magic creeps across our town, we dance under moonbeams all around, twinkling lights on branches so free. A haven for us, wild and carefree. We're hidden paths that wind beneath our feet, secrets shared in the shade of the trees so neat. Listen closely and understand. Emotions are threads in the fabric of our hands. And when these poems finished, Benny presented gifts of special rocks, stones with shells, feathers, or flowers pressed among them, inscribed with tender promises. He distributed these symbols among the children, hoping the stone messages would resonate within their hearts, reminding them that connections are strong, like friendships forged on sunny nights. The people of Luminaria realized they understood each other better after that sleepless hour of sharing emotions. And when the next dawn broke, Luminaria rose anew, filled with hope and renewed harmony. Every year, the children gathered again by the old treehouse, writing their hopes and fears on leafy scrolls, spreading them into the river flows, just below the waterline, for they knew that as they wandered, connected threads bound their whole community with love, supporting each strand like Luminaria's wavy branches swaying against the winds. Years went by, with each passing sunset, bringing another enchanted life to bloom, until finally, it was time to say goodbye to childhood. But not without one more lesson, that the longest roads stretch only from one home base toward endless skies. That night, I drifted quietly back under the moon, where a sleepy owl swooped by, carrying zany wings to gather soft grasses on her pillow. As she looked at the sea of crickets humming nearby, and at Luminaria's silhouette silhouetted under star-filled blue canvas, she let go, letting freedom's whispers echo through her heart. And so, under the gentle glow of the night sky, every heart felt calm and safe as dreams carried them away. They lived happily ever after. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.